Peace, peace. Time to this one. And I just want to make a video, man. Basically, you know, about the earth being flat. You know, I don't know what you guys think about that. But I have been I've been into the flat earth story for probably the last maybe about 5 years now. Um, I first watched a video by a guy by the name of Eric Dubai. And then I started watching this other guy by the name of Quasi Loomis. Quasi Loomis. And he had a lot of good, interesting stuff on there. He had the Joker Admiral Byrd, but a lot of jokers think that with the story with the guy Admiral Byrd is that he went inside the Earth. Okay, but I think that was the polar cap. He went beyond the polar caps. You got a lot of people who believe that we got a glass ceiling, like say that like if the water's above, like the water's below, like okay, that's where they got that saying from. As above, so below. You know what I'm saying? So they saying that above us is water and below us is water. Now, I know a lot of people might think that, this is probably like, why would they listen, these people, man, I didn't listen since Google and since research has become a lot easier. I see so much like corruption and so much stuff that people we have been lied to. At least from the evidence that I conducted, that I seen, but from the evidence I see with the earth, yes, the earth is flat. Because, first of all, you're not supposed to see the sun and the moon at the same time. If I'm looking at the sun, if the sun rises in the east and you look in the east and you see the sun rising, and in the west you see the moon still sitting there. You understand what I'm saying? The moon is still sitting there. I wonder how long is the moon in orbit? Is the moon in orbit all day if they don't spray these chemtrails and these things that block and cover the sky up? That's why it always look cloudy outside, because they be spraying stuff in the sky. You know what I'm saying? Like it always looked cloudy. When I was coming up, it cloudy all the time. Like it now, it look cloudy all the time because they be spraying stuff to block the fact that that you can see the moon, because they know that people going to start asking questions. They the whole moon landing. That was fake. That was a Disney. That was made by Disney and movie directors and stuff like that, just to make it entertainment for us or whatever. I don't believe no one has been into space. I don't believe that there are no other planets. I actually believe that the planets you see are your chakras that's actually in your body. Now that's a whole nother topic. I'm not even going to go into that though, but it can tell a story, because when you do close your eyes, do you see stars or not? So everything is in you, the you and I verse. You know what I'm saying? So, that's a metaphysical outlook at it. But, I don't believe that there's no other planets, because I have listened to scientists, astronomers, and there's a difference. One studied the stars, I think one studied the solar system or whatever. But the one I'm talking about is the one that studied the solar system. Um, he have said that basically planets look like planets look like blinking lights underwater. So they basically could not tell the difference from a star and a planet. And this is what a scientist says. Okay. Um, I think it's a brother got a video called Open Up Your Mind. It's called Open Up Your Mind. And he have a video on there that planets aren't real. And from the evidence I seen, I don't believe it being real, because I'm looking at it like this, right? If they was real and you telling me that they look like blinking lights and y'all cannot get a solid object out of these planets, then why would you present to us a solid object planets, like the planets are real? Now, a scientist is saying that the planets look like blinking lights underwater, not me, not the unconscious one. Okay, the scientist is saying that. They're saying that when they look up in the telescope, that that the planets look like blinking lights underwater. So, that's one thing. Then also, people think, why can't you see from here to China or anything? You can, the same way you can't see 5 or 6 blocks down. If you go on a main strip or whatever, or like a main avenue or boulevard or whatever, and you look, your sight is going to disappear within about maybe 5 blocks, because the human eye is not designed to see that far out. Now, from an elevated position, you can see certain things. Like, I can see New York City, and I can see that's sitting flat. You know what I'm saying? Like from an elevated position of where I live at out here, whatever. I can see New York City from certain angles, and it looks flat. The whole plane look flat, man. The whole plane look flat. If you actually believe we are on a spinning ball, and there's people upside down on, and it's grab, yo, man. I listen. I don't believe that, man. I don't believe it. I can't prove that the earth is flat no more than I can prove that the earth is round. I can't prove that the earth is flat. They have never showed you really no footage of nothing. I don't even believe that the satellites are in solar system. I believe the satellites are basically giant antennas. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I don't believe that the earth is round. I don't believe that there's no other planets. I believe that I really, me personally, from the information I got, I process it, but I cannot explain it. I only can explain that the earth is flat, but I don't know about, we might be trapped on a prison planet to where every time your soul, every time you leave your this 666 carbon pack, or whatever you want to call it, a human body or a space suit or whatever, every time your spirit leaves this, they has a way of catching it and reincarnating you. And yo, I have heard stories like this. I know that might be a little out there, but I have heard stories like that. I've heard the moon has some type of magnetic receptors where it can catch magnetic, like, frequencies from energy. And if you look at stuff like, look at the dream catchers, or the dream, what is that, dream whatever, one of the film production excuse me, one of the film production, like when the movie go off, you see the kids sitting on the moon with the with a fishing rod. They said that that's how they catch the souls or whatever, and also the Pac-Man catch the ghosts and all that stuff or whatever. Like, they say a lot of that stuff is related. I don't mean to go off topic though, but yeah, I mean, I'm just telling you a little bit of everything I've heard from researching the flat Earth. Also, if you look at the United Nations, um, logo, they say that that is the image of the flat Earth. So, I mean, listen, I don't know what you guys think, but I'm bored on it, and I've been bored on it the first time I heard it. I know that you got jokers like Neil, Tyson, whatever. The fuck is? I mean, so, I'm sorry. What do he do for a living? He's some type of physics. He's a quantum physics or something or whatever. I think he's an agent. I think anybody who work for this government is an agent. You got brothers coming out saying that this is like the earth is flat, man, and no one ever left this planet, man. That you can't, that's the reason why, like, when you see the atomic bomb or whatever, that's the reason why it forms a giant mushroom, because it can't leave nowhere. If it can leave somewhere, it wouldn't implode and spread out the way it spread out. That's what the reason how they was able to make it, because they know that the whatever they make the bomb out, it can't escape the planet. So the solar system is only going to make it, is only going to spread the, you know what I'm saying, spread the effects of the blow, instead of, it's going to spread like wide. It ain't gonna spread. It ain't gonna go. It ain't gonna go higher or go like through the solar system. It's going to hit a certain point, and then it's going to come back down, and then it's going to spread out. And that's how you see like a lot of them atomic bombs and the nuclear bombs, when they show you how it look and how like the sonic rays or the sonic booms of them giant bombs go off or whatever. But yeah, man, that's what I believe. I mean, you might get some people who might come back, and I don't believe in aliens. I believe that there are grays. I believe that there are reptilians, and I also believe that there are other organisms but I don't think they come from other planets. I think that somehow they got some type of Stargate to where you can go from different planes or different. I believe this, man. I'm just saying what I believe. You know, yeah, but I've heard about, reptilians being underground and grays being underground, like they live they're inner earth beings or whatever. But yeah, man, I don't know what you guys think about it, but like I said, I've been studying, I've been listening to videos about this for years, and also I've done research on it. But you only could do but so much research. People gonna easily write you off because they're gonna always, just like, all right. Another good point is the Tuskegee Airmen, right? Now, a lot of people don't know the Tuskegee Airmen. The reason they was able to do what they did because they did not use the compass. The compass, if you use the compass is set up for you to go the long way, go all the way around, so you won't go across the North Pole or go across the middle of Earth or whatever they call that or whatever. So they like the compass will make you go in these weird directions to where you can never see that how close the continents really are and how close we are. You know what I'm saying? But the Tuskegee Airmen, they took a route to where they didn't use the compass and they came across. So somewhere that would have took somebody almost a day or a couple, or maybe about 8 9 hours. It only took them like 2 or 3 hours, maybe less than that, to get across from somewhere that is known by airplane to take you like I said, maybe 8 9 hours. So all this stuff is you can look up, man. I just wanted to just put this video out there amongst the Aborigine community to let you know that some of us do believe in this stuff or whatever. It ain't no wild, believe everything you see on the internet. But you gotta be smart sometimes, because why not put everything on the internet? Why would somebody say the earth is flat and then when you really look at it, it makes more sense that the earth is flat? It don't make no sense that the sun is almost 92 million miles away from us. That don't make no sense, because like the certain way the sun rays come and break the atmosphere or break the cloud is only like it has to be somewhere in this atmosphere. I've seen images of pilots flying over um the sun. Now, I mean, look, man, y'all believe what y'all believe, but you got to take some time and do some research on some of these things. Some of these things is not just watching no video. How much evidence did they give you that the planet is round? How much evidence? It's more evidence that the planet is flat than it's evidence showing that the planet is round. So, I mean, I don't know what you people think, but do some research on it. Please do not hit me up like I'm on some crazy madness or whatever though. But there's research out there. Do your own research and you come up with your own conclusion. So I'm gonna cut this video here, but I am the Tauntionist one, and I am out. Peace.